Guys, when we got involved in real estate investing, we had zero money in the bank, zero money in our pockets. We wanted to get involved, but we didn't know how to do it. So we started off wholesaling through the MLS. So this method's gonna take a lot of work, but it's not gonna really cost anything. And here's what we did. We went through the MLS and we literally called every single listing that we could every day. And we asked two questions. We asked, number one, is there any room for negotiation on this price? And if they said no, we'd say, well, we'd like to put an offer in anyway. Would you like to write it for us? If the answer was yes, we would give them our information. If the answer was no, we would write it ourselves and follow up with them on a regular basis until the house sold. Now, I understand most of you do not have access to MLS. That's no problem. Everybody that works for us now uses either Redfin or Zillow to do all of their research because most, if not all, listings end up there within 24 hours of being listed. So don't worry about that, and you can get the realtor's numbers too. The second thing we did was ask them if they had any other deals coming up that might work for us. Now, that seems like an innocuous question at best, right? It's just an afterthought usually that we throw on there, but it's really not an afterthought, guys. This is where we end up getting the most and the best deals from real estate agents. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start building your network of real estate agents that will bring you deals as long as you buy them, right? You can't just have them bring you good deals and never buy anything because they're not going to bring them to you anymore. You have to buy. You got to make sure it's a good deal. So how do you do that, guys? You set your standards. You give them your criteria, such as, hey, I don't want to spend over $300,000 on a purchase. I don't want to do tear down, full out remodels where I've got to go down to the studs. I definitely want 2-bedroom, 1-bath houses. I definitely want to stay within these cities. I definitely want the lot to be a certain amount of square footage. Guys, you've got to give them clear, defined criteria so that if they bring you things that don't fit, you can call them out on it. Hey, Martha, I told you I only want 2-bedroom, 1-bath houses. I don't vary from that because I want to make it easier for you to know what I need. So let's just stick with that if we can. That makes it much easier for both of us. Right? So you diffuse the situation very quickly, but you also let them know that you have very specific buying criteria. This does two things also. Number one, it lets them know right up front exactly what you're looking for. And number two, it lets them know that you are very decisive and you know exactly what you're looking for and you're a buyer. So let's go back to method one where we make offers on whatever listings come up. That's the first method we use. We will go out and we will make an offer based on our numbers. Now, we will have a discussion with the real estate agent about what they're expecting to see, but we will send them what we want to send them. The reason being is if the numbers don't work, it's not a deal, right? And we do get a fair percentage of deals through follow-up from deals that have fallen through the cracks or fallen out of escrow. This will happen over time. You will get better and better and better at it. But the key here, guys, is follow-up. On these types of offers, you have to keep following up until that house sells because it may go in and out of escrow a couple of times. You never know. And a lot of these properties you're looking at are going to fall out of escrow due to the fact that there's a massive amount of repairs that need to be done on them. At least it looks massive to a retail buyer. Now, if you're dealing with other investors, that's a different situation. And it depends. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. One other way that we get real estate agents to work with us on our team is we will offer them the listing when we relist it. Now, if you're a real estate agent, that's going to kind of hurt because when I got my real estate license, it was mostly so that I could list my own properties and resell them as flips. And when I have to give that listing away, yeah, I do feel some pain, but at the same time, I know that if I make them happy on this deal, they'll bring me another deal. So let's just put it into perspective. Let's say the house is selling for $300,000 and they're going to get a 3% commission on that. 3 times 3 is $9,000, guys. You're going to lose $9,000. So instead of making $40,000 on that flip, you're going to make $31,000. But not only are you going to make $31,000, you're going to have more deals come to you. Maybe a lifetime of deals. I literally have real estate agents that have been bringing me deals for nearly 15 years now, and they continue to do so on a monthly bi-weekly, yearly basis. It doesn't matter. The bigger your sphere becomes, the more deals will come to you. The larger your outreach, the larger your income is going to become. It's a numbers game, you guys. And here's how it works. You have to put out lots of offers to lots of agents, build lots of relationships, and do lots of follow-up. If you can do those things, guys, you're going to win in this game. Just remember, there's a couple of things. It's going to take a little while for this to get going, like any business. Most of the times when you start a business, it doesn't become profitable for at least a year. Let's say you open a sandwich shop somewhere and you're selling sandwiches and you're selling chips and you're selling sodas, and it cost you $200,000 to do the build out on that sandwich shop. Well, it's gonna take you a while to recover that $200,000 before you even see a penny of profit, right? The nice thing about the real estate business is it's going to cost you, for the most part, nothing but time. Whereas that sandwich shop, you have hard costs all the time that are adding up and adding up and adding up. You've got, like I said, the initial building of the store. You've got to pay employees and insurance and all these other numbers. And eventually you're going to get to the point where the glorious day comes where you break even. And it's usually a year to 2 years after you open up. Slowly over time, your income increases. Well, real estate's a little bit different. Typically, I see people getting deals anywhere from 4 weeks to 4 months, depending on how hard they hit it. If you're hitting it part-time after work, it's going to take longer. If you're in it to win it, like we were, making offers every day, talking to agents, we got 2 deals in month 1. 2 deals in 1 month. Unheard of, right? But it was simply sheer tenacity. It wasn't because we had a talent that nobody else had. It was just because we would hit the MLS every single day and work our butts off and make things happen. And we also worked on the relationship side of it too. You know, we would make notes and talk about the real estate agents together and go, oh, well, you know, Samantha's really cool. She's got 2 kids that play baseball. And all the time we're taking notes. Back then we didn't have a CRM. We didn't want to pay for one. So we would make hand notes. And whenever we call them, we'd make sure that that file was open in front of us so that our notes were readily available and we could ask about their kids' baseball game. You would need to do the same thing if you want to build your relationships on MLS type leads. And again, I want you guys to know, you don't have to have MLS to do this. You simply only have to have Redfin or Zillow, which everybody has access to. I will tell you one thing though. There are going to be times when you buy a property because you represent yourself on a purchase because the agent can't write the offer for you. There are going to be times where they either don't care about relisting it or you don't even have to make that offer to them. Guys, that's where having your real estate license is really going to help you in this business. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that say, you don't really have to have a real estate license, or it's a conflict of interest as an investor. Well, for the last 15 years, I've made many hundreds of thousands of dollars being a real estate agent. Last year, we made $200,000 alone just representing ourselves and a couple of other clients in 1 year. Very little time of my own put into that. I suggest you look into it, and if you're interested or you have any questions, comment down below and I'll make sure and answer those questions for you. But guys, that's really simply it. If you want to get involved in real estate investing and you want to start it with wholesaling, I strongly suggest you get involved with MLS wholesaling. It works. We've done it and we've made a lot of money with it. And I know you can too. In fact, today, as we speak, we are partners with a company that has 5 people working in it, and all they do is MLS wholesaling. It does work, and we make a lot of money with it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, and sign up for notifications so that every time we drop a video, you can get it first and learn as much as you can so you can go out and make money just like we did. I'll see you next time.